Well, it's good to be back in a warm studio. And agriculture news from agview.net. The latest Ag Economic Barometer improved to a reading of 136 in October. That's up 15 points compared to September. The monthly measure of the farm economy saw an increase in the assessment of current and future conditions by farmers. The current condition index rose from 100 in September to 115 in October, and the futures expectation index also rose 15 points to a reading now of 146. These results are based on a nationwide telephone survey of 400 U.S. crop and livestock producers. Organizers say farmers in October were more inclined to think now is a good time to make large investments in their farming operations. More farmers also said they expect farmland values to rise than they did in September. Although 3/4 of the farmers in this month's survey said they expect the soybean trade dispute with China to be resolved favorably with U.S. agriculture. 62% of producers said they expect also to receive another round of trade aid payments for the 2020 crop year. A USDA official has said that the U.S. hemp industry could have a producer-funded checkoff program coming soon. The Agricultural Marketing Services Director of the Specialty Crop Programs Promotion and Economic Division spoke at a Hemp Industry Association annual meeting. So they note, the director said the hemp industry clearly has shown interest in paying fees to promote their product. They say the idea is that a rising tide would lift all boats. Now, if a checkoff program would come to fruition, hemp would join 21 other crops that have their own checkoff, things like soybeans, cotton, milk, pork, watermelon, and even popcorn. Growers would pay a mandatory fee to go into a fund that is used for research and marketing, and a checkoff then would benefit the emerging hemp industry struggling to get out from under the marijuana-related misconceptions. A checkoff program would also be seen as an endorsement from USDA, making hemp a legitimate crop with long-term potential. Now, thousands of farmers took the plunge into hemp production after the 2018 Farm Bill legalized production of the plant. Now, that flood of new growers is why some hemp farmers are struggling to find markets for this first post-Farm Bill harvest. Now, despite increasing demand from hemp-related products, the rush of new growers appears to have driven down prices. Well, in its new series of 10-year outlooks for corn, soybeans, and wheat, the Rabo Research Food and Agribusiness Group at Rabo AgriFinance is underlying some continuing long-term challenges for U.S. producers. Ending stocks, they say, will continue to be an issue for the crops, and for long-term trends for yield increases will make up the difference in the lower acre numbers, but demand should remain flat, they say. Now, these stocks will keep a lid on commodity prices. A major supply shock from another major weather year, for example, they say, could cause large price and acre reductions. Those reactions then would likely last only a year or two before acres and prices would return back to trend line. You can find more on these stories and other ag news at agview.net. Stay with us. We'll have more after the break.